Always been wondering most of the times why the wife to Prophet Lovi Elias, that is Maggy Elias, why is she this silent? We have not gotten to hear from her speaking about anything on all these allegations. The other day, we have seen Prophet Lovi coming up on the stage right there with what he calls a fraction of his support system, inclusive of the wife. His first son was there, and almost repenting or almost apologizing. I'll say almost because it's not really clear on some of the things that he got to speak about, but almost. But you see, for the wife, that is Maggie, she has always just been very, very silent. And that really raises a lot of questions that probably is everything being said maybe not a factor to her life, or has she decided just to put a deaf ear to everything? Just a lot of different questions without not getting any clear answer. And then now, after that apology, Prophet Lovi doing the apology later on that service, Maggie was announcing about this. She was announcing about these family service they have, these couple service where they want to advise couples and everything, and just raises a lot of eyebrows. Like, why now with all these allegations from different women saying this, saying that, now you want to conduct a marriage service? Like, really? So anyway, just a lot of things going on with maybe with time we will get to understand everything in good detail, but in this video there are some very shocking details that is being shared by Pastor EJ Newton on why Maggie Elias has always been this silent. What Pastor EJ is sharing is very shocking, the details and everything, because I never looked at it from that angle, but since he brought that forth, I've been like, maybe that might be quite the reason, because it just looks like it's business as usual for her with everything that's going on, and that's just it's quite it's quite crazy, you know. It's a bit disturbing if you looking at it from whatever angle, in terms of leadership, where's accountability, how do we address this as a family. But anyway, so in case it's your first time coming across this platform, just before we get on this video, I want to invite you to click on the subscribe button. Be a part of this beautiful family, because I always get to share eye-opening videos, eye-opening conversations, just like this video and others as well. And also, I have already begun on the live sessions, and they are very informative. There's a lot that is we are sharing, so you need to be part of the live. What you need to do is just be subscribed, turn on the notification bell, and once I am up, YouTube will be able to send you a notification just to alert you that we are live, and you can be able to join on that live and also be part of it. I'm looking forward to have you there. Let us get on the live as many as possible so that we can have an interaction. We can talk about what we will be covering on that specific episode. So the live is going to be on a daily. That is going to be on Mondays to Friday. So any day of the week, just know that we are live. So try and be part of it, because I'm telling you, it's quite amazing. So let's get in the video.
As this, right? Just continue doing church, like ignore everybody. And he did all of those three things, just a little bit tweaked, right? Tweaked it a little bit, and has come out. Again, we talked about how, he was never this family guy. A lot of people didn't know about Maggie. A lot of people didn't know nothing about him being married or being in a relationship, nothing. So all of a sudden, for the sake of publicity stunts and PR, right, he starts to, talk about her a lot, bring her on stage a lot. Another thing that I thought was he was going to do, which I called out a while back, was that he was going to push Maggy to the forefront, right? He's going to push it to the forefront, take a little break off the scene, right? And everyone is gonna start like, yeah, you see the wife, you feel bad for the wife, right? But if you don't realize, in their situation, she's in on it. She's so deep in it. It's about the lifestyle. There's witchcraft involved. Like, she knows exactly what she's gotten herself into, right? um in fact, with the victims, she's very aware. She was aware of you. Did I tell you about when she came to me with a sheet of paper and she said,
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. So just before we proceed on the video, is that Pastor EJ is saying that Maggie, the wife, is very aware about everything, and it's her own decision to stay there and just be part of everything because of the allegedly, he's saying it's because of the lifestyle. He's saying that there's a spiritual motives also behind it. Because I always just wonder, why does Maggie, like, she's just, I don't see her. Probably she's bothered outside camera, I don't know, but she's never addressed anything, just silent. And then you just wonder, okay, she is a woman, and these are women. Most of these women are victims. Okay, probably she understands them better or anything, but she's just silent. I don't know. If whatever she's posing in front of the camera is what is there behind the camera, then I don't know. If probably maybe she's a different person behind the scenes, that's something else. But
I had a dream about our lifestyle. There's witchcraft involved. Like, she knows exactly what she's gotten herself into, right? Um, in fact, with the victims, she's very aware. She was aware of you. Did I tell you about when she came to me with a sheet of paper and she said, I had a dream about all these women, that he was sleeping with all these women, and she listed all of y'all. She listed you. She listed
yeah, we
we're
can
gonna call her Miss A, for the argument. Uh, uh, he knows this one. We used to call her Mami Water, which is water spirits. For interesting enough, you could call this girl water spirits. Anyway, so then there's obviously Gigi. There was there's another one. I'm gonna call that one another Miss A. She knows what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna put it out there. I mean, I'm gonna call this one. Her name is, what's her name?
Is
Yeah.
it?
Her name is Gabriella. So
And your names that I didn't even, because that's the other thing too. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're just mad you didn't get picked." I didn't know I was in competition, except for Maggie. Like,
yeah. So, I mean, it's been all she's it's around like 10 of them at that point, like 8 or 10 of them around that point. She lists all of them in a paper. She brings them to me. She tells me, and the reason I'm bringing up this Gabriella chick is because I never told Lovey this. I just didn't want problems with him. She'll always reach out to me about, oh, my, you think we're going to marry? You think we're going to marry? I told her, I said, listen, you gotta just get your head off of this thing. Like, that's not gonna happen. The guy's already married. I did the same thing with this Miss A. When he got married, she's crying. And then she was like, I feel like I got my answer. And I was like, well, good. And then she goes back.
sometimes I always wonder how some women really think. A guy is already married, but they're still hoping that they get married to them. And these are born again people. The lady is born again, the people who know scriptures very well. The guy is already married, Bible says in Mark 10:8-9, the two shall become one flesh. So then they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. But this person with such kind of scriptures, let no man separate. This is a law. Same people are the ones that now they want to separate. They want to come in between. Like they're just moving with I don't care. And they can clearly just see that this person is married. Are you trying to be an asunder or what? Other verses says, let no man put asunder. Are they trying to be an asunder? Sometimes I just wonder how I just wonder about those kinds of thinking, that chain process.
Same thing with this Miss A. She was, when he got married, she's crying. And then she was like, I feel like I got my answer. And I was like, well, good. And then she goes back. And I was like, you guys are talking again? She was like, what do you want me to do? Just abandon someone who da-da-da-da. She goes off on me, right? And I'm like, guy code. I'm like, hey, listen, like, whatever you mean, shoot, whatever. You see what I'm saying? But there were times I had to just be 100% sincere, because they'll come to me, they'll cry about, because they each woman was thinking she was the only person, right? And this Gabriella person, the reason I'm bringing her up is because at some point she messages me on that kind of time, and she didn't think I seen it. I have my other phone. I screenshot the message she sends to me, and she sends me another message, say, did you see what I sent? I was like, what are you talking about? I act stupid. And she's like, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. She said that. I never told Lovy about it. I acted like I didn't know. I didn't see it before she unsent it, right? I just pretended, but I do have that screenshot, and we could bring that up at any time. We could pull that up. Fine. She happens to be in one of Lovy's videos recently, because what he's done with what they're doing is every woman that he's been involved with that is still there, they're giving them screen time now. So Gigi comes out and says the camera crew was not supposed to play us. They were asked not to play us. The next week, they start playing all the women. So if you're watching Revelation Church, you've probably seen some of those women. You just don't know it's them, right? So they start giving them screen time every week. Lovy does a thing where the girl comes out and he hugs her. He says, oh, he gives her a name. He looks at everybody in their faces. This is in his day in the life, right? He looks at everybody in their faces, and when it comes to her, he looks down. He looks away from her, and she gives him this awkward hug, right? The reason I'm bringing this up is because when Maggy brings this list to me, that's the same list that is given to people, to the camera crew, and told, don't air these women at services anymore. And she told me, she told it was a lie. She told me she had a dream that the Lord showed her. Turns out, I'm not going to say who, well, a couple of women at the church that had seen him engaged with these women. Well, the husbands were around Lovy. I don't know if the husbands told the wives. The wives went and told Maggy.
Yeah.
So that was
Remember when I was training with Todd, and Todd is married to Lena, and somehow Lena went and told Maggy, I think you should watch Sheridan. She has a crush on your man. Girl.
I wasn't going to say anybody's names, but yeah.
Oh.
I didn't say their names. I just said.
Is Gabriella not a real person?
Huh?
Is Gabriella a real person?
Yeah, she's a real person. She is a real person. No, she's for real. I mean, I didn't think you were going to talk about,
Oh. Well, I mean, sorry.
Todd is cool. Todd is cool. What did Todd do to you? Todd is cool.
I'm just
all right.
in the sense that this is not some like private secret thing that
people it's not. No, it's not.
The public, it's very, hi, how are you? I was hanging out with him, not only working out and training with him, but running errands with him, or meeting this person with him, or meeting that person with him, or going down here to pick up this. Like, we were together all the time. It wasn't just like, okay, let's just meet up at, nighttime. That's how it started. But then it was just like, okay, babe, what do you want to do today? Like, left the house, let's hang out. It's not like some sort of thing. So I said that to say, like, what he's saying is the truth. Like, the people that are around him, whoever the husbands are, they know what time it is. They know what's up. And then they go and they bow before mama and smile in mama's face like everything is all right and hunky-dory. So it's just, you can't, the unrepentance, the accountability, it doesn't exist. When you're paying for those people's jobs, you're paying for their houses, you're paying for their children's tuitions, yeah, they're going to let you cut up however you want. And they're going to smile in mama's face at the same time. So it's like.
Yeah, so Basically, according to what is being exposed, is that this is just one system. Is that the wife is also aware of everything that is going on. Maybe she has come to an agreement to it, and she is also a part of this system. These are just allegations. These are just allegations. Very, very shocking allegations. Just think about it. Just think about it. Maybe that's why there's been a lot of silence from her. Because maybe as men, we tend to think that women and women might understand themselves better. But if now a woman is a victim and another woman doesn't really, she's not empathetic about it, then why? So this is just Pastor EJ's opinion. I'd like to hear why you think there has been a lot of silence. Why Maggy Elias has been this silent. There's some emails I got that people got to share with me just about the position that probably Maggy Elias plays. I'm not able to share that information currently. It's quite shocking what they got to share with me. I'm not able to share that information currently in case you're watching this video. The reason why I'm not able to share is just because of I still need more proof. You know, I need more proof to what was actually shared. I have read them emails. I've gone through them. It's quite a long email. They are about 4 or 5. I've gone through all of them, but I'm not able to share anything without good proof. So maybe if you get to share good proof, or if you're willing to come out and maybe share the story from your own perspective, that's okay. But I'm not able to share anything, probably especially from email that I don't have 100% proof on. That one I'm not able to do. My hands are tied on that. So I hope you get to understand that. I hope you get to understand that, you know. So just to remind you that right now we have kickstart the live sessions, and it's every day. That is from Monday to Friday. So make sure you are a part of it. It's simply by once you're subscribed, just turn on the notification bell. The advantage of turning it on is that once I'm live, YouTube will be able to send you a notification just to alert you that I am live, and you can be able to catch me up live. I want you to catch me up live so that we can have a conversation. Time after time, when I'm always doing the live, I always get to create a link that people are able to join in, and they can participate by also appearing in the videos, by sharing their testimonies, by sharing what God has shared in their hearts. So some time after time, I always provide such links. So if you're a part of the live, definitely it's very quick for us to be able to interact one-on-one, because I'm always looking forward to hear what God is sharing through you. I'm always eager to hear that. So in case you are not yet subscribed, I'm inviting you to click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to smash that like button. Go ahead and click on that like button. It's very, very, very important. So stay blessed. Let me know what you think about this right there in the comment section. I love to hear from you. Stay blessed and see you on the next one.